Hey everyone, Max at 343 Labs here. We're a music production school based in New York City, Berlin, and online. And today I'd like to show you a clip by one of our instructors, the one and only John Selway, which is taken from his weekly stream, which airs right here on our channel. Now, if you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification below. Let's get into it.
All right. So what have I got here? I've got this groove. It's like a slower, groovier. It's in the hard groove area, but like not too banging. I could speed it up, I guess. But yeah, the idea was take some of these weird noises, take some of these things that I sampled, that I recorded, and find loops, right? So let me get rid of these breakbeats for a second. And this is the first one first thing that I chopped. And that's just a little piece out of this whole big, crazy recording. What did this go on? I think I did this. This isn't the one I recorded during the stream. This is what I did earlier in the day. A bunch of crazy noise in here. And really just going through, and for some kind of rolling forward techno like this, just making real short loops is good. Just have it really repetitive. I mean, that's a good. It's like percussion with artifacts. He's like, is that a dog barking sample? I don't know. Is it? No, it's just weird, granularized, stretched, chopped audio from Opal. I'm not even sure what this is doing. I mean, I kind of like this like whooshy, reversey thing going on. It's a little weird, but it could work with something. You put a hi-hat on that. It's a groove already, and it's not perfectly quantized. I mean, this is exactly the kind of thing that I'm thinking about, right? Not exactly what I'm looking for in this case, but anyway, I'll keep that. I'm just going to duplicate it, and let's find another one. Actually, earlier, just that simple one that was more like a clap. That's very good. Kind of jacking. And, I already have, EQ and compression on this just to kind of tighten it up and make it sound a little thicker. And to control some of the dynamics, because it was random and they're all over the place. So I want to catch the peaks and kind of keep it under control. Let's see what else we got. All right, these are all very similar. So I probably can just skip through it pretty fast. Yeah, these are all. I'm done with this section. Let's jump later in this long. All right, here it's getting different. This is sounding a little bit more minimized. I mean, that's cool. I could do with some syncopated chord stabs. It's a little pitched up and blippy, glitchy sounding. That's better. It's a little less. I like that it has a little percussion thing going on in there. Let's put this on its own track because I want to process it a little bit differently than the other ones. Or I think I do. Yeah, we want a compressor. Keeping it simple just with the built-in ones. Making it peak mode. Kind of tight. It's a little loose, like it's a little off and not perfectly quantized, which is cool. That's why it grooves, I guess. I'm going to keep that one there, but what happens if we do kind of tighten it up? Oops, not good. Let's check those quantized settings. 16th notes. All right, that's a little tighter. In a way, those might be good separated because there's that little percussion sound and then there's that chord stab, which is not a big deal. I've definitely done this a million times before on the stream over the last few years, but like using a really fast way to do modification of loops is just volume automation. I could also slice this up and do it with MIDI, but I'm working with audio mostly today. And I'm gonna end up with so many duplicates. We'll do the opposite with this one. Could transpose this one. I don't know. You see what I'm getting at right here. I'm kind of dividing up this loop into little bits and pieces. Let's hear how that sounds with my drum loops. I'm good with that. Simple Sam's messing with y'all. Talking about kicking poodles. I would never do that. I'm good with this. I wonder if that works with one of these other loops. You know, that's part of it. Like this kind of sample-based, rolling, hard groove-ish kind of direction. I mean, again, this is a little bit lighter. It's not as heavy and thumping as Ben Sims or something. But like, I could fix that. I can make it heavier. But just starting with this, I'm focusing on layers of intricate percussive loops that have a vibe. That's what's happening. Ooh. Nice surprise. Like that loop, it's a weird noise, but it sounds like it's playing a melody. Doop-a-doop. What if I don't want that to play twice? Like, what if I wanted to play it once per bar? All right, let's make the length of the loop longer. Little call and response there. I want to get it on the right part of the bar. First half, second half, I don't know. What can we do to make this sound even tougher? I don't know, put distortion on it. A little loud. What decade is it? This is definitely my formative years. This is definitely 90s. Okay, I'm older than that. My formative years were really the 80s. But as far as techno goes, the 90s is where I really sunk my teeth in and got into it. As a producer. All right, there we go. We got some weird noise in here for atmosphere. I might come back to that later. I like these weird little noises that I can bring in and out. All right, I'm thinking. So many swirly, weird little things in the background. Let's see if we can find... All right, I'm going to try to find another loop to throw in here. All of this craziness here. I don't even remember what I've got. What's this guy? Oh, interesting. All right, whooshy noises, weird sound effects. Okay. Oh boy, very glitchy. Like, is this going to be useful at all? I mean, I like these sounds, but they need some processing. They need some effects. They're very mono. Sounding a little darker and weirder compared to the groove I've got going on. And there's some crazy deep low frequencies in there too. Yeah, I have to come back to these for something else. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what these guys are doing. That's some effects on stuff. Yeah, definitely not going there. So I think the ones that I'm already kind of working with, there's a little bit more interesting stuff that's going to work. Go up in here and see what we've got. This is a cool percussion sound. What synth is this? This is one of those sections in Opal that does crazy FM, I think. All right, those are getting a little bit weird for this. But I'm going to try. And again, just you can get kind of daunted, like you go through this long, however many minutes of weird noises and hearing it. You need to hear it in context, right? So limiting it down to a short loop, even just 2 beats. Let's see what we can discover. All right, that's really, really noisy. We're going to find something, I swear. I'm going to stop that chord stab for a second so I can hear better what's going on. Yeah, so this is like adding, this isn't so bad actually. It's adding layers to the percussion. It fits with the drum loops. Move this on into the session view. That's another thing. It's a little easier to do this over here, to go through these iterations. All right, let's find another one. They're too similar. That's good. A little loose though. I'm gonna leave it and fix it later. I think it's about to change and get really gnarly. Yep. That's a nice little zap. I don't even mind that weird kind of ripping noise in the background. Doing kind of polyrhythmic stuff right now. Silver Knobs likes this. You like the weird, glitchy, noisy stuff. Is it more techno? I'm gonna make it house for you. Put in a clap. That's weird. That's wonky. I mean, I like it, but not exactly sure this is what I want right this second. I'm trying to be discerning here. I'm trying to make like choices, like not let it drift too far out of where I started. All right, but I am just gonna, let's keep moving and make sure my loop length is set to an even number. as we move forward. All right, there's some crazy bass in there. I feel like this is going to be too weird to use without some serious processing with effects and stuff. As is, though, not quite what I want right now. Clicks and pops and real low frequency. All right, except for the pop, that's kind of a cool sound. I can fix it. See what I do this all the time when I'm working with these short loops, is moving the start point around to change the rhythm. And it's kind of similar to that other one, isn't it? They can go together, maybe. How do we get rid of that? That snap is bugging me. Flip, gain. I don't know if this is worth it. Put a little fade after that little, after that pop there. We get rid of that. Behave, Ableton. There we go. It actually wasn't Ableton, it's my mouse, my trackpad being weird. Anyway. Not 100% sold on that one. Tried to fix it. Clear that envelope out, and we'll just keep going. I'm going to find a cool part to add, I promise. Also, do you know what'll help? What I did before? Since sometimes it has these super, super low frequencies, I'm just going to cut those out a little bit, and let's pump it up with the compressor again. More snapping. Good, but for something else. Not the vibe for right now. Too loud. Really, yeah, this whole part is real glitchy and noisy. Some weird FM synthesis stuff going on in there. All right, let's jump into another part. All right, getting farty. But just that is a good one shot. It's kind of funky sounding. I don't know if I would use it with this track. I mean, and this is if I start hearing one shots, I start thinking about throwing them into a sampler or a drum rack or something. I mean, that would be the easiest thing to do. Come on, stay in the instrument view. Thank you. Yeah, and then I can be precise about where the start and end is, and then I can throw it in there somehow. Oh, we don't want looping. Shut that off. And we'll experiment with it. Getting there. I like the groove of it. I don't know if I 100% love the tone of it. that even fit with this thing? Accidentally in the right key. How'd that happen? All right. Maybe. I think that's a maybe. It fits. Do I love it? Jury's out. Hello, Solange Molina. Yes, working in Ableton. This is what we're doing today. Simple Sam says, Miami glitch-based squirrel funk. Except that it's with a techno on the end of that. What happens if I make this a bar long? Ooh, that was accidentally cool, except that it's... Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah, it's the... Needs to be quantized, right? It's a little off. Maybe. That's early. Move that over. Change my grid. And now I don't like it anymore. Yeah, I kind of feel like it drags that second half a little bit. Let's go back to just better. Am I sold on this? Maybe it's a little too blat. Let's subtractive synthesis it. Make it a little more percussive, a little snappier. Give it a little tail. A little smoother sounding now. Maybe it needs... Oh, look at that. Doesn't need that much 10 hertz. Gonna do something random. I'm gonna throw on this J disperser. Doing some zappy stuff. Giving it some stereo phasiness. Hopefully that collapses down to mono okay. But I like, it's got some atmosphere and movement now. Let's try, no, do I want to fill it in with delays? Maybe just bright up there. Got the dotted eighth notes. I mean, just that by itself sounds kind of nice as a background rhythmic element. Pump it up a little bit more. Ooh. It's interesting. I like it. It sounds less flappy, farty now, a little tighter, but it still has that sturdiness underneath, which is cool. I will get back to the atmospheric stuff eventually. What's this one? That's interesting. Let's play with those a little bit. Glassy, shiny stuff. Maybe don't want to go this way. They're interesting. Sounds like additive synthesis or modal synthesis. Yeah, modal synthesis for sure. What? Okay, yeah, I don't know about that.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget, we put out new content every week, so don't forget to check back often. And if you'd like to learn more about music production and take a course with us, or just join our community, come check us out at 343labs.com. See you next time.